Hello everyone, welcome to Homework Help. If you find the videos useful, please subscribe to the channel. So in this video, we'll solve these two word problems using the concepts of radian measure of angles. So let's start with the problem on the left side. So Kumar rides his bicycle such that the back wheel rotates 10 times in 5 seconds. Determine the angular velocity of the wheel in degrees per second and radians per second. So the first thing we need to understand is, what does angular velocity mean? So angular velocity is basically the angle through which an object has rotated per unit of time. So there is a formula for angular velocity. So angular velocity is written as W, and it's equal to theta, which is the angle through which the object has rotated over time, and that is the time in which the object has rotated by angle theta. So there's a very important concept you need to understand and memorize. Now for the first calculation, we'll use the angle in degrees because we have to calculate the angular velocity in degrees per second. Now as per the problem, the back wheel rotates 10 times in 5 seconds. Now one full rotation is equivalent to 360 degrees. So we need to know how many degrees a wheel rotated when it rotates 10 times. The wheel is undergoing 10 full rotations, so the total angle by which the wheel has rotated in those 10 full rotations is 360 degrees times 10. So this is the total degree angle rotation for 10 full rotations. So which is equal to 3600 degrees. So this is the value of theta that we should use in this formula. And we are given that the 10 rotations happen in 5 seconds. So in the next step, we can sub in the values 3600 degrees over 5 seconds. And now we can evaluate this expression. So I got 720 degrees per second. So that's the angular velocity of the wheel in degrees per second. Now we should calculate the angular velocity in radians per second. So for that, we'll use the angles in radians. So for radian measurement, so one full rotation of a wheel is equivalent to 2 pi radians. So for 10 full rotations, the total angle through which or by which the wheel will rotate will be 2 pi times 10, which is equal to 20 pi radians. So this is the value of theta we'll use in this formula. So we'll do W equals, so 20 pi, that's the value of theta, divided by 5 seconds. So 20 pi is in radians and the unit of 5 is seconds. And now we can simplify this expression. So 20 divided by 5 is 4. So we get 4 pi radians per second. So this should be the angular velocity of the wheel in radians per second. So these are the answers for this problem. Now we can analyze the second problem. So as per the second problem, the measure of one of the equal angles in an isosceles triangle is twice the measure of the remaining angle. determine the exact radian measures of the angles in the triangle. So for this problem, we have to analyze a isosceles triangle. Now, isosceles triangle is a triangle in which two sides have equal length. So the first step is to draw an isosceles triangle. So this can be an isosceles triangle in which these two angles are equal to each other. Now, as per the problem, the measure of one of the equal angles in an isosceles triangle is twice the measure of the remaining angle. So let's assume that the measure of the remaining angle is x radians, and that will be this angle at the top of the triangle. Now, as per the problem, the measure of one of the equal angles in an isosceles triangle is twice the measure of the remaining angle. That means the measure of each of these equal angles is 2x radians. Now we are using the unit radians because as per the question, determine the exact radian measures of the angle. So there is a very important concept we need to understand and memorize about this problem, about how to use the variable for one angle and then write the measurement of the other angles in terms of the same variable. Now we know that the sum of all internal angles in a triangle is equal to 180 degrees, but since we have to use the radian measure here, that is equivalent to pi radians. So our equation will be x plus 2x plus 2x is equal to pi. So this is the equation we have to solve to find the value of x. Now x, 2x and 2x are like terms, so we can combine them. So it's basically 1 plus 2 which is equal to 5. So we get 5x equals pi. And now we can divide both sides by 5. So the 5's on the left side get cancelled out. So x equals pi over 5. So this is the value of the smallest angle in this triangle. Now we can calculate the value of one of the angles that are equal. So that is 2x. So we'll sub in x as pi over 5. So 2 times pi over 5, which is equal to 2 pi over 5. And the unit is radians. So therefore, the measure of the angles in this triangle can be written as pi over 5 radians, 2 pi over 5 radians, and then the other angle, which is equal to the other angle. So these are the three angles in this triangle that satisfy the given condition. So these are the steps you have to keep in mind to solve a problem like this one. So whenever you have to do the analysis in radian, make sure you avoid using the degree unit for angle. So I hope you'll find this video useful. Please share it, like it and subscribe to Homework Help. Thank you very much and have a nice day. Bye.